This is Wildcat Dojo Conversations.
Hi, this is Sensei Michelle, and today we have a Wednesday short for you. Obviously, I'm here, as well as Sensei Jackie. Hi. And Landon.
Hi.
And today our guest is Sensei Tim. You want your last name?
Sure.
Sensei Tim Carney from down here in South Florida. Boy, we've known each other a long time. We have way too much history to discuss, so I'm going to say we are old friends. Say hi.
Hi.
Today's podcast is about a Japanese word that is commonly used in karate, and the word is said os. Some people will say it osu. And it's been in a dojo since I've been in a dojo, since way before I've been in a dojo, but I heard it since I walked in. I fell in love with this really early on because I was taught that it meant, I understand, let's push on. I love the idea of agreeing or agreeing to disagree and simply being willing and able to push on to the next thing with the person and to see where the future would go. I've told many stories about arguments I had with Master Collegian over the years and how the word os was the key to us really being able to hold together even as we were in disagreement. It was such a blessing to see that as time went on, our love for each other and our respect for each other would allow for forgiveness and a realization that whatever we were fighting about, we could put behind us. And so that word came to mean a lot to me for those two reasons. Anybody want to jump in there?
I wish that the word us or the concept of us was readily available in day-to-day relationships. I think that if two people could just say us and then come back, we'd have many less divorces and less breakups.
And I don't know if anybody here has done the same, but you say us a lot after you've been in a dojo or anything. You say us, and you don't really mean it sometimes.
Agree to disagree. Us.
Okay, so I started looking online, and boy, do people love to fight online, don't they? Oh, yes.
Us.
The first thing they would fight about is the spelling of the word. And I've come to the realization that both OOS and OSU are acceptable spellings. I know some of you are going to write me and say that's not true, this is the only way to spell it, but I have researched a few different things. One of them is called mineralogicalrecord.com. And another one is called, let me look it up, TB Karate. And they use the definition that os is a multifunctional word derived from the Japanese term onor wa shinobu, meaning I will persevere, which is pretty cool, isn't it?
Very cool.
Yeah. Most people say that os means to push, and the end of the longer term means to persevere. So that kind of backs up what we're saying. Now, there was one site called Karate by Jesse, and he had some really interesting takes on all different kinds of subjects. And he also said that us means to push and shinobu means to endure. And he had a take on it where us is not completely respected throughout Japan. It was not used by the genteel people. So I guess that's something you could tuck away for later. I don't think we're going to run into that in this country.
I don't think so.
Finally, I want to say that on the Mineralogical Record site, he said that it also serves as a greeting, expressing warm respect and friendship, kind of like a handshake. And I often think of it as a handshake along with the courtesy bow in karate. It's kind of like you're making a silent contract between the two of you to be decent to one another.
Exactly.
So the last thing I want to say on this is I was talking to Sensei Jackie's sister, Joan, who I consider a close friend. Also Landon's aunt then.
Hi, Aunt Joan.
And her name is Joan. And we were comparing the word us to the word namaste in yoga. So I did a little research on it. And according to what I found on the web, namaste means the divine in me recognizes the divine in you. Also, my soul recognizes your soul, another way to say it. And I can see how that could coordinate to the word us. Each person has an importance. And as long as you recognize that importance, you don't have to agree on every single thing to move on to the next thing, no matter what that is.
Makes sense.
And that's all it is. That's all us is. So if you hear us using it in the podcast, now you'll know what it means, right, guys?
Us, Sensei.
I think we'll use that more than namaste.
I think so.
I don't think any of us ever says namaste, although I do love me some yoga.
And I love the divine in me recognizes the divine in you.
I'm sure the yoga people would not like the way I just said that. Love me some yoga. This is the part where you let us know what you think. Our email is dojoconversations@aol.com. Our Facebook page is Wildcat Dojo. And our website also is Wildcat Dojo.
I love me some podcasts with Sensei Michelle.
Thank you so much for coming out and being here. And let's just give Samara a shout out in the background there. Say hi, beautiful.
Hi.
Yeah, it worked.
Pleasure being here today. I like this short.
I'm very excited for more.
This is Sensei Michelle signing off.